Okay, thanks for talking to us, Penny. So, how did you come about volunteering at the Welsh Badminton International Championships, and how did the WSA Volunteer Hub enable you to be here today?
Well, earlier on in 2023, I decided I was going to volunteer for different sports in different places. I've volunteered in this area before, so I thought there's some sort of agency thing going on here. And out of the blue, as if by magic really, an email or some posting from the WSA came up with events for this year. And I thought, you have to be in it to win it, is my ad. So off I wrote, and here I am. I've done badminton events in various locations. I've done various sports in this location, and it's an ideal opportunity to get out and discover different sports. More importantly, the different roles that your skill set fits into, because most of us had an occupation where we thought that's what you needed, transferable skills, that sort of thing. And of course, it's meeting new people and making new friends, or bumping into old ones that you haven't seen for years.
Brilliant. And how easy was it to find out about this event and other events through the WSA Volunteer Hub? And how important is it to have that one-stop shop for volunteers?
I think having that sort of setup with a list of things that are going on that year, you can cherry pick the sports you'd like to do. Obviously, I was drawn towards badminton because I'd done it in other locations, thought, oh, a bit of common ground. And they've done all the hard work by actually joining us all up, putting us all in place, and you just sit and wait, really.
Brilliant. And finally, just generally, why is it so important to volunteer, and why does the sport and leisure sector really need volunteers?
As they're always telling us, most events wouldn't happen without volunteers, or wouldn't happen in the way they do. It's particularly important for me, hitting retirement and wanting to do something different and not sit and knit for the rest of my life. And it's an opportunity to try something new without sort of a long-term contract. If you don't like it, you can either give it up or ask for a change of role, different sports, because it's not one size fits all. It's a case of find the thing you like doing, enjoy it, have fun.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Penny. Thanks for talking to us, Beth. So your major events officer at Badminton Wales, how has the WSA Volunteer Hub supported, and what impact has it had for this event?
Okay, so the WSA Volunteer Hub has been fab. I've only recently started in the role, and when I started, the event had no volunteers at all. And by the time we got involved with the hub, I think the majority of our volunteers have come through the hub. It's been a brilliant source for getting volunteers through the door. I know from previous roles and my experience in volunteer recruitment, it has been really hard off the back of COVID to get volunteers involved. And this has made it a really easy, simple way for us to do it. It also takes a lot of the recruitment and things away from me as an organizer. So that's been a huge positive for me, because obviously I get the names through, the people who'd like to be involved, and then all I've got to do is communicate the actual information about the event. The other positive I've really found is that we've managed to gain a wider volunteer force outside of badminton. So our previous volunteers have mainly been in badminton, have been in badminton for a long time. So it's been really nice to just get some externals in, people who don't necessarily have an interest in the sport, but just love to volunteer. It's just a brilliant way to expand how we can recruit volunteers. And as I say, has proved extremely successful for this event. Given it's my first event, yeah, it's been a fab tool as far as I'm aware as an organizer.
Brilliant. And just briefly on that expansion and recruitment, I hear one of the volunteers has actually gone on to join the Badminton Wales Board. So sort of what's the wider impact of the Volunteer Hub?
Yeah. So one of the volunteers that came through, actually, when he came through, he sent us his CV, and we were looking for someone in charge of media on the board, and his CV was a lot of media experience. So we then followed that up, got in contact, and actually our chair has asked if he would join our board. So yeah, it's resulted in a volunteer signing up to do the event just because he had an interest in badminton. And given his actual work experience and things he's done in his degree, it's meant, yeah, he's actually ended up as a board director for us in media and communications and things. So it's a real, so another even better positive come out of the system.
a success story. Thank you,
Yes,
Beth. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.